After the American Civil War, Americans continued to move west of the Mississippi River on to California and filling up the area in between, which we commonly call the Old West. By the 1890s, the Indian Wars had ended, Native Americans had been forced to the reservation, and Americans for the first time really started to look outward for expansion. America had grown as an industrial power, and we needed new markets for our goods. European countries, which we now considered ourselves equals to, had their own empires around the globe, and it just seemed right to many Americans that we should start to expand externally as well. Our old policy of isolationism, mostly being concerned with what was going on in our own country and our own hemisphere, was going to take a brief interlude as America entered a short period of imperialism. Ideas like America was more industrially advanced, more culturally advanced, had a religious, moral obligation to spread Christian and modern values around the globe to inferior people. Those type of thoughts, which were spread throughout American society, encouraged Americans to believe that we had an obligation to extend our influence around the globe. And so, at the turn of the century, America began first with a few little acquisitions, and then later with major acquisitions during the Spanish-American War. We began to gain territories as far east as the Philippines and some territories in the Caribbean. We also start to meddle more in the affairs of South America and Central America. And you're going to read about in this unit Roosevelt's gunboat diplomacy and Taft and his dollar diplomacy. And as you read this unit and consider America's early imperialist period, think about American foreign policy today. How is it different? How is it the same? Are we still trying to export our way of life, our ideals, maybe our political beliefs to other parts of the world? And consider whether America in the 1890s had the right idea, and today reevaluate what American foreign policy is according to what you believe and what you've read, and think about what we're doing today and consider, in light of history, what should be our path to the future.